What's up, HRV? I'm Graham Delaire.
And I'm Oliver Boondeck. Welcome to What's Up, our weekly show about what's going on at the high school.
The question on everyone's mind is this: when will we go back to in-person school?
Daniel talked to HRV Principal Columba Jones for an update.
Well, thank you for having me, Daniel. I just want to let you know that, when our governor released that message back in December, it really heightened some attention and it really alluded to that maybe possibly we would just be able to come right back into school. But in reality, even though words like, those metrics are now advisory, as a school district, we still have to follow those metrics, right? The legal opinion is that we follow the guidance that's in our Ready Schools Safe Learners that's written out and outlined there. And so because we're required to follow that guidance, we are still not able to fully just roll kids right back into the building, right? We're going to continue to collaborate with our local health department. We're going to continue to follow their recommendations. And currently, Hood River County COVID numbers, we are still within that red extreme risk category. And while we're in that category, we're not able to shift onto hybrid or on-site instruction. There is the possibility of starting like a limited in-person instruction model. That's permissible under that extreme risk category. And what that looks like for the high school is really starting off pretty small with a small group of students that our team has selected just based off of needing additional support and also just needing to re-engage in school. I don't have an exact date for you yet, but I do know that it is probably in the near future. The more that our numbers start to decline, the closer we'll get to being able to roll that out. We are only allowed to have students on site for no more than 2 hours. And that 2 hours is in addition to the comprehensive distance learning. So for the high school, that looks like bringing a small group, and we really want to start small. So we're going to start with about 40 students, getting them on site and split up into various rooms so that we have very, very small cohorts. And then we'll transition them back home, and then they will again join synchronous instruction via CDL. We are now able to have our coaches practice with students outside. And so our coaching staff has reached out to students. They've signed up and wanted to join this practice. Those are still small cohort sizes, and we are following all the safety protocols as outlined in our blueprint. It's great to see kids outside and in the field doing that. We still cannot have indoor activities though, so that portion is still on pause. But I would say your teachers are here. You're seeing them in that virtual setting. They really, really appreciate those cameras on. It really fosters that engagement in the classroom. So I would really encourage you to do as much of that as possible, and don't be shy about interacting in class. It really changes that classroom dynamic when that is happening. The other piece I want to make sure and put out there is that all your teachers are available in the morning for academic support. So if you have a question, if you need help, if you want to organize a small study group, virtually, of course, they're available to do that. A lot of them have expanded their office hours, and a lot of them have individual appointments, but all of them are available from 9:45 to 11. And so that even though it's not on your schedule, is there. And it's super important that we take advantage of that, because it's going to contribute to your success academically.
What was the worst part about missing out on senior year?
Definitely not being able to experience things like air guitar just one last time.
You're not alone. Trinity talked to some other seniors to see what the worst part was.
I think the worst thing about missing out on my senior year.
I would say the worst thing about being a senior.
The worst part about missing out on senior year.
I think the worst thing about missing out on senior year would be homecoming and Spirit Week, because I was really looking forward to that.
And I was excited for like sports and soccer and all that, and we don't know how that's gonna work. So
Hopefully we get prom.
yeah.
Is knowing that I'm not going to get my last air guitar. I think it's one of the most exciting things of senior year. And with that, just homecoming in general, that was always the thing that like excited me in school. So that's very upsetting for me.
Instead of in school would be the lack of social events or socializing in general.
There was probably the dances I'm gonna have to go with.
There is probably not getting to make new memories with my friends before we all go our separate ways for college.
Be that we're not really learning as much, and I know that's universal for all the grades, but for us, we're going to college next year. It's probably going to be a big step in expectations and stuff, and we don't have people to help us next year. It's going to be entirely self-motivated.
Losing the opportunity to participate in school events like dances, football games, all the stuff that us as seniors really look forward to.
And especially for us seniors, normally we would have all year to be able to like finally say goodbye to our hometown friends and the kids we've grown up with, but it just seems like we've had to say goodbye a little too early, and we don't know when we'll get to see them again.
It's time once again for Writing 121 students to make Apple ads. They make these every year when they study consumerism.
We'll be bringing you a few of these ads each episode for the next few weeks.
Here's the first batch.
Pump it up while your feet are stumping and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that.
That's our show for the week. Thanks for watching.
We'll leave you with another trailer from the project the theater department is working on.
To see the whole play, you'll have to wait until late February.
Come back next time and we'll tell you what's
What's
up.
up?